There, this video is next week's extreme return to Atlantic onslaught weather forecast UK 23. Like this video, this music, please give me a thumbs up. The place is stable with upper sea temperature, west coast of South America, upper Pacific region, North Pacific Ocean, upper sea temperature, the North Atlantic, upper sea temperature, west coast of Africa, upper sea temperature, and the Gulf of Mexico, upper sea temperature. Let's see what's going on today, guys. Wow, fascinating. So we're going frames up upper sea temperature. The eastern base Pacific region now is a weak La Nina. Western base is literally a moderate La Nina. The North Pacific Ocean is still very hot. Eastern parts cooling down. Western parts cooling down, all due to colder air coming from from China, from the northwest there, over Japan. It's -50 Celsius across Japan. China at the moment, -50 Celsius, no joke. And it's cooling down across the south of Greenland, the upper global sea temperature, and around the North Sea, and across the Mediterranean at the moment, and across the tropics at the moment. So it's starting to cool down. So yeah, it's definitely cooling down, finally getting colder because of the North Hemisphere at last, across Europe again especially. And this is the American GFS model future forecast, guys. We're talking about storms coming in across the Atlantic. And this might be Storm Anthony here, bringing 80 miles per hour across the southwest of Cornwall and around Wales and across the Republic of Ireland. There'll be quite a battering in there, guys. Right, we're going for now, present time, 24th of January. Talking about cold air, because of the northeasterly wind there across the southeast UK. There for a while, very cold this coming weekend, not terrifically cold, and then the winds start to shift down to the northwest there. Cold air from the northwest, might be a cold snap on the first week of February, up to 3rd of February. Across the northeast UK might be snow. It might be good across the southeast UK, you never know. And then winds start to shift around to the southwesterly, milder air until it gets to 5th of February, and you can see the Atlantic weather will return. So we'll go through to the Atlantic returning, guys, onslaught of the Atlantic weather on the way back. This is the upper air temperature across Wellington locally. This is the upper air temperature. Red line's the average line, it's Wellington Town, and the white line's where the temperature is going below, and it stays right below up to officially up to the 6th of February. And these are rainfall spies down here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get snow on the 3rd of February, because Wellington Town locally, but this weather forecast is to change. Don't make it the last one. I might be wrong. I'm always 85% right. And this is the weather forecast upper air temperature, beautiful. But don't forget, it's the upper air temperature. It's not the ground temperature, so you don't get too excited, like I said to you earlier. And the red line's the average line, white line's the temperature going, Cornwall and viewed, and it is more or less staying below it until we get officially to the 7th of February. There might be snow on the 3rd of February, won't be in Cornwall. There was a little cold snap on the way, guys, the 1st week of February, but this weather forecast isn't to change. Like I said, don't make it the last one. This is the weather forecast of Wellington Town, about a very chilly northeasterly Arctic wind, 5 miles per hour today. It'll be 1 Celsius this morning. It's not it's so cold this morning, but it's cold by day. Tomorrow morning, it might be -1 Celsius in the morning. I wouldn't be surprised, and high 5 Celsius. Grey and cloudy tomorrow. Northerly wind, very cold northerly wind the next few days. Doesn't really break this northerly wind, especially into the weekend. It's still northwesterly, it's still quite cold. It might be better on the Saturday the sun comes out, but that sun's getting strong now, so it's getting higher. Finally, for next week, you talk about highs of 10 Celsius, or winds from the northwest there, which is bizarre. It'll be cold air from the west, but it's obviously warmer air, but it's the air masses basically. That's the difference in temperature, guys. Rather than the atmosphere and all that sort of stuff. Southwesterly wind, high temperature, that pressure is literally 1060 future, across Wellington Town locally. This is the weather around the world globally, so we'll start across the European mountains, talk about snow coming towards eastern parts of the Austrian Alps in the next 2 days' time or so. You can see the blue colours there, so precipitation on the way. So there'll be some snow, just what they need. It's not very good season. It's not really a very good season across the Alps in Europe. And it is the cyclone season across Madagascar. This was left over, it's now a tropical storm. Really nasty. A lot of rain coming down from this one more than anything else. They come from this sort of direction, from the Maldives over here. My parents are going on holiday this April, so they'll be on holiday in April. They'll be all right. And down here, talking about the weather across Japan, about heavy snow showers coming from the northwest there. Due to cold air over, China, it's -50 Celsius at night at the moment. No joke. That's what's causing the snow showers across Japan. It's very cold across Asia at the moment. Actually across the northeastern parts of Asia, and this is what's going on across America. Lots of snow showers, heavy ones down here across snow storm, I guess, across the states of Texas, right to me across the south of North America. We're talking about some snow showers coming in towards Buffalo, states around this part of America. And yeah, it's going on around the world globally at the moment. And if you look at the world temperature map, the blue colour there, and it shows you it's very cold. It's probably across these parts of the world right now, across Europe and across this part of China and Japan. Very cold. If you like this video, please thumbs up. The skies for Sean Sanjay on the force speed with your voice break. That's what the needs of the money. Outweigh anything. I'm always 85% right about the world weather. And let learn the weather across the UK. Watching police spies and Sean Sanjay.